and and add a decorative stitch. So, but mostly the cover stitch is for hemming or for attaching necklines.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the ribbing. I don't think I have ribbing on this. So you can attach ribbing, and then
I guess I kind of do.
Yeah, you can also attach lace with it, and then also you can gather with it. And there's
is that all on here that you're reading, or
do you just
know that? All
these feet. Well, I was just kind of looking. Oh, and pin tucks. I just kind of to remind me, you can make pin tucks with a cover stitch, and then you can also there is the cover, and then there's also a cover stitch chain only foot, and you can sew a straight stitch with it. It will look like a chain stitch on one side and just a regular straight stitch on the other side.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, this has all kinds of accessories like a belt loop binder.
Yeah,
and this. Bias.
Now it comes with a belt. A very popular foot is the belt loop binder. But we have never made belt loops with it.
Is this a belt loop?
Yes, this is made with the belt loop binder. Yeah, so you can make straps for purses. That's what we usually use it for, is straps for purses.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is a pretty awesome machine.
Yeah. Yeah. So we were just talking about the new machine.
Yes.
So I thought I'd tell you.
Look at everybody who's on already. Yeah. We really were gabbing for a bit.
Yeah. So I thought I'd tell you a little bit about it. We're going to be using this at the fall event this year. And this
She's
is
talking about the applied. I don't think we actually
the
mentioned what we were talking about.
Yeah, it's the new serger called the applaud.
Yeah.
And
I'll turn the fan off. It looks like it's blowing.
Yeah, it's blowing our. It is a 6-thread machine. It does the cover stitch, and you can do a regular cover stitch like you can on the Euphoria and the Evolution, and then also the Triumph. All those 8 threads, you can do a wonderful cover stitch, and you can do a cover stitch wide or a cover stitch narrow, and then also the chain stitch.
Yeah, they're not going to. I just have the pictures.
Yeah, but on the applaud, there are 2 extra threads. So right here,
show samples. There's some really cool samples.
Yeah, right here we have 3 threads, and that's what you would make your cover stitch with, and then the chain thread. But these 2 over here you would thread. You can thread a regular thread in it, but you can also thread all those wonderful decorative threads. You can go
like what we make cording out of. I don't have the cording.
Yes,
one of the bags.
Yes.
Oh, you know what I do actually?
Yeah.
That's so funny. This wasn't tied into this at all, but in here we had made drawstrings.
Yeah. I remember when we did that. Yeah.
This drawstring, we could use the thread we used for this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so
yes.
PJ has it over there.
Yeah. So it can go all the way down to 4 weight.
I think this one's
You can do 12 weight, 8 weight, so all those really heavy threads, and you can put them in these 2 thread guides, and it has this, it's called the dual wiper system, and it has this piece that comes and it swings like this. Right, that's a real good picture of it. So they kind of swing back and forth, and you threads through there, and you can create all these decorative stitches.
Someone described it as giving a hug.
Yeah,
that it was sort of like the way it moved those threads was like
and then they
was
connect
together.
Yeah, so these are some of the samples. This was a sample we made at Baby Lock Tech, and these are like this one right here is a 3-thread cover stitch, and then it has 2 threads in each of the wipers. So there's one on the right and one on the left, and you can use both of them or just one of them. But this one, actually, this is like a thinner thread, and there was one in each looper. Now this one, and I think this is just beautiful, this is the chain stitch, and this one also has, it's like a straight stitch, but these 2 threads wrap around the straight stitch.
I think that'd be so gorgeous as piping on something. Like you wouldn't even have to do it as real piping, but stitching it on so it looks like you did piping. It's an amazing cheater.
Yeah, so
it does look beautiful on there.
Now this one is also the chain stitch, and this is just one decorative thread.
Okay.
Right there. There's one decorative thread. So it was a variegated thread. And you can kind of see in there those stitches that are holding it down. So that one's 2 threads, and then this one was just the 1 thread. Okay. And then these right here, this one is a cover stitch narrow with 2 decorative threads. And it's the same thread in the 2 wipers. So you get totally different looks. And then this is a wide 2 thread cover stitch, and with 1, and now this is the heaviest thread. This was a 4 weight. It was Katona. It was a variegated thread. And so that's how we got that look. And so it was just really fun to use all those. I would say if I were to get this, I would, every time I wanted to use a cover stitch, I would try and add a decorative thread to it.
Yeah, see, and PJ's showing you this. I love this. You know how I tend to, when I quilt things, I don't like to necessarily do straight lines. I love to just get a little crazy. And so
and do,
for me, this
random.
one's really fun because I like to be able to just sort of create some density and different patterns to it. So just it is a really fun machine.
Yeah.
We don't have it yet, so I haven't, and I didn't get to go to Baby Lock Tech. My darn son decided to have a birthday
party
during it, so which I'm glad he still wants me around. So I'll, for as long as that happens, I'll still be there for him. But, so anyway, I'm looking forward to the machine coming to play with, and so it's a lot of fun.
And then also it has the extraordinary threading, and it also has the needle threaders.
It's extraordinary threading.
It's
the
like
same as the air threading.
Yes, it's called extraordinaire. Extraordinaire. So it's the air threading, and then it also has a needle up and down on it, and then the dual wiper system. And there are no tension adjustments. So you'll see on the machine, you won't see any tension dials. And then there's all kinds of besides decorative stitches, you can also, there are several feet. So if you have attachments for your other cover stitch machines, you can use them on this, like the lace applicator foot, the open toe foot, so it's a little bit easier to see. You can gather with this machine. So there's a gathering foot and a shirring foot. There's the elastic foot, the Teflon foot. So if you're sewing on purses like this, if you ever wanted to do something like on that, you definitely that Teflon foot. If you wanted to add a decorative stitch to the cork, the Teflon foot would be great. There's a curved foot and a clear curve foot. The cover stitch chain foot, so that would be a little bit narrower. And then also the pin tuck foot. So you make pin tucks with the cover stitch. So you could add like a thread in the wiper and make it really, really cool looking.
So we were talking before, like you kind of heard a little bit of it as you came in, if you were on right away, about what else it did besides the cover stitch. So I see someone is asking the same question.
Oh, so
and I think that's why Joni just sort of went over some of those things it can do.
Yeah.
But it doesn't do like a regular
It doesn't do a regular overlock stitch. So it's a
Right.
cover stitch only. You can do a 3-thread cover stitch, which would be wide, or a 2-thread wide. And then you can do a narrow cover stitch and then also a chain stitch. So the cover stitch is like, I have it on my t-shirt. It looks like a straight stitch from on top. You have 2 threads, and then the underneath side is that chain looper. So, I always say if you're short, you need a cover stitch machine because you need to hem a lot. But it is a very creative machine, and you can, add, get very, very creative. You always before, we even had the wiper system like on the Euphoria or the Triumph. It's a very creative machine, but now with the this wiper system, we can do even more.
Right, to be able to use these big threads, that's really neat.
Yeah,
and this is obviously, this is very simple. This is Baby Lock Tech. They wanted everyone to have a chance to play with the machine, but they wanted something that could turn out quickly. So there's certainly so much more that can be done with it.
This one was piping, and it had the three-thread cover stitch with decorative threads in both of the wipers. So that one right there. So, but yeah, it was like a little project that everybody could get done, and for the very first time sewing on the machine. But we're going to plan some really great projects at the fall event using it, and so we have a couple things in mind.
And when it comes, we're definitely going to make bags, even if they're the most basic of bags in here. But we're going to dress them up and make some pretty fantastic things. I don't know what I'm doing because I haven't seen the machine yet myself.
Yeah, okay.
But we're going to play with it.
We should be getting it in very, very soon.
Yeah,
so we'll probably start showing it right away.
Right.
It's a really, really great, really fun machine. So. If you want to get really creative, you need one of these.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What weights are you using in the needles? Most of the time, it's just a regular serger thread weight. So that's what all these are, because they go through the needles.
But what stitches it down as a regular serger? Right?
It's doing like this one is a 2-thread wide, and it's a regular serger thread. And then we use the 12-weight thread in one of the wipers on that one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Really fun.
Yeah, really fun.
Any other questions before we move on to our regular stuff?
Yeah, okay.
Welcome
everyone to Gloria Horn Sewing Studio in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Yeah. So if you're on Facebook and you'd like to watch us and shop with us, you'll need to register. So you'll type in the comment bar, register, and then enter, and you'll put your first name, last name, and your email, your phone number. Then you'll advance to the next screen and put in a username and a password. And then when you want to buy something, we usually start with number 100. And so if you you type in sold 100 and then enter. And if you want 2 of something, you have to do that twice. Okay. Now, if you're on the app, you're all set. That's the easiest way to shop with us and watch our videos, because they're on our app for like over a year now. And so you can kind of search for something, and then up will pop the video about it. And then it's real easy to shop and to go back and find things that you may, that maybe you purchased before and you want to get in other ones. It's very, very easy to shop. You can also shop on gloriahorn.com, and then also on Instagram. And it's at Gloria Horn Sewing Studio. And then we're also on YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, and Kicked. And
have you looked at Kicked yet?
No, have
Me
you?
Me either. No, every week I say, I've got to check that out.
Yeah, whenever we mention it, it's like, I got to find out what this is. I don't. Yeah, I haven't done that yet. But I'm sure there's people out there who have done it. Yeah,
probably. We can't see your comments right now, or I'd be able to say, oh, look, so-and-so. Yeah, see nobody.
Yeah.
Anyone else used Kicked? Or looked at Kicked? Hi, Jeannie.
Yeah. Yeah. And our shipping's $8, and we will combine orders. So if you would like to purchase something at Tiffini's show, we're on later today, and we would combine those orders up to a 24-hour period, and then you would get free shipping if it's over $75. So, so I guess, do we have anything else we want to talk about?
I think you did it all.
I did it all.
I was just thinking actually it was earlier today. I'm like, I think you do the intro on almost every show, don't you? You're on a lot of shows.
I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh, Gail's not kicking.
No kicking here.
Carolyn.
No. I'm doing great to see you. Okay. Yeah. We'll have to find out what that is. I'll have to Google it. What is kicked? What is that?
I feel like it's one of those things like Nico and all his weird words. Like now he has started saying, "What's poppin'?"
What's poppin'?
What's poppin'? Oh. So instead of what's going on, it's what's poppin'. I'm like, dude, you're so weird.
Okay.
But all right, guys.
So let's get. But now, what's the first thing you're gonna?
That's a good question. It's mentally going through I feel like I'm like at Cheesecake Factory. I get overwhelmed when I have too many choices. And today I feel like I have so many things for you guys and so many choices. I'm not sure where to start. So, but I'm gonna
That's a beautiful bag.
Isn't this thing turned out so well?
Yeah.
So this is the Molly bag, and I've shown this before, and I didn't plan on making this with you guys. My intent was we got a special promo on it, and so we were selling the kits to you because I just thought what a great deal, and it's such beautiful fabric that we got in. But many of you decided to jump in on the Molly bag. So I did get more of this fabric. I didn't get a ton, but I still have enough for some kits. And then we have 2 other kits. We are going to start the bag today. So I'm going to go ahead and make it. It'll go over the course of, I'm guessing, 3 weeks. Today we're just going to do the cutting. And so I'm going to show you the other kits real quick, and then we'll get started. So we decided to break it down, and I got a little confused last week. So that was part of today. I wanted to be very clear on what you get and which things to purchase to do that. So I'm going to set the fabric aside. Here's our beautiful, beautiful bag. All right, so the first thing, and I wrote it down this time. So the first thing is fabric only. So we're gonna move that out of the way, ignore that. So fabric only. The first one is this bag. So you get exterior fabric, you get the lining of fabric. There we go. There's the lining fabric. Oh, that's my little bag in there. It's very cute, but it's not really part of the kit. And you get the faux leather. So you get those 3 things. And so that is the fabric kit. You do not get the cork. I just want to be clear. I know a lot of people have come into the shop and asked about it and love it. It is really cute. We have multiple corks available. This one did sell out. I'm going to talk to Gloria later and see if we can get more. We have some other great options for you, though. So if you want to do something where it shows through like that, we have some options. Otherwise, before it was just the faux leather. It looked beautiful. It's just we had been talking about cork, and I wanted to show an example of what you could do with some of that cork. And so it definitely doesn't take away from the pattern. All right, so that is the first fabric kit. The second one is the purple, and just beautiful colors. And it comes with these 2 fabrics, so you get 3/4 of a yard of each fabric. So you can pick either one for the exterior, either one for the lining. And then it will come with navy faux leather. And so I forgot to grab it, but you'll get, this is brown, so this is not the right color, but you will get
really
a roll of a half a yard of the navy blue faux leather.
Yeah, that would be beautiful.
And so very pretty. So that's option 2. Gail, I'm getting to it. Don't ask me a question. You're going to confuse me. So they are batiks, Pat. So they're really easy to work with. This one, I did attach shape flex to the outside, to the inside of the batiks. I don't think I needed to because the batiks really they're a little stiffer than a regular cotton. So
did you have Bosal in there yet?
There is Bosal in there. All right, so that is kit number 2. Here is kit number 3. So this is called navy. We had one called blue. It is not available. Those of you who had it should have been refunded or asked if you wanted to exchange to the navy. So this is the navy one. This one also comes with a half a yard of navy faux leather. And so again, in grabbing things, I didn't grab the navy. And so I thought I had it in the bag already with the other kits. But just gorgeous fabrics. It's got some greens and lavenders in there. It has like the dark navy as well as it goes just very dark, almost to a black there. And so, in fact, I think it is black. And then this has got more of a geometric print. So again, you could use either one for the exterior or the lining. I tried to pick fabrics that I personally thought would look good either way. And so, again, these are fabric only. And so, but that fabric does include your faux leather. So those are the 3 kits for that.
Okay.
Then, because some of you bought the whole thing in the beginning, I didn't want you to have to buy the pattern again. So I separated out the hardware, but I also still have the pattern. So if you're like, look, I have so much hardware and so much fabric at home, I love the bag and I want to play along, but I just need the pattern. Well, we've got that for you. So that'll be just the pattern on its own. And so then, just the pattern. So we have just fabric, just the pattern. And then if you just need the hardware, I have 2 choices for you. So this one has the gold. So it has the gold rectangles. You get 4 of the rectangles. And then it has 1 1-inch D-ring and 1 1-inch. Poor PJ, he's trying to move around and I'm like all over the place. And 1 swivel hook. So that's what connects them there. It also comes with a magnet. Whoop, the magnet. And it comes with 6 bag feet.
Oh, wow.
So not
That's
just 4,
nice.
you get 6 because it is a bigger bag. And then, let's see.
The zipper would
and
go.
then, so I don't know what you have. Do you have the one that's just the hardware or do you have the one that has the zipper in it?
Just the hardware.
Okay, so we have it as just the hardware. So again, you get either gold or you get the nickel finish. So both kits have all of that hardware in them. Now, if you're like, look, I also need a zipper.
Yeah.
And I don't want to like fiddle with my own. I know some of you buy a lot of zippers and have them. Some of you don't.
Or maybe they bought that kit with of all 6 zippers, remember,
Right,
at
exactly.
3 yards. Yeah.
Yeah, so you could have zippers from any number of methods. But we also said, all right, if you want all the hardware, including the zipper, we're going to throw in the zipper. This is not the right zipper. Again, when I got over here and we're straightening things out, yours will have the finish in the center. So I think I'm going to go with the dark zipper because that goes with, so it'll go with the navy. It'll go with this one. I will probably pick something different for the purple color, but it will coordinate. And it will have the finish that goes with your hardware. So if you get the gold hardware kit with the zipper, you will get one that has the gold teeth. If you go with the nickel, you will get a zipper that coordinates with your kit with the nickel teeth. If you're like, I have my own zippers, don't worry about it. You can just get your own hardware. Or you can just get the hardware. So I tried to accommodate for any way you want to go. I'm not sure if we're always going to do it this way. We'll see how this bag goes with all of us. But if you guys like having it broken down, great. We can continue doing it. If it doesn't make sense and only one person buys it this way, we're probably not going to make this many items because it can be a little confusing on our end. And when it gets that way, I'm afraid we're going to make mistakes in getting you the right product. So, all right. So someone asked the size of the bag. Yeah. So this bag is 19 inches wide. It is 12 inches high and 7.5 inches deep. So it is very deep. It's a nice big bag. It's kind of cool the way it looks when you have it all together. When you undo the swivel hook, it turns into kind of more of a standard tote bag. And so, but it is very large. It has a nice big zipper pocket on the one side. The other side has just a little slip pocket. And so just really, really a great bag.
It is really nice. And you picked beautiful fabrics.
The fabrics were really nice. In fact, the ladies coming on later today, they sort of snuck into all my batiks that I had picked.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. So, and unfortunately, I was gone a lot during the summer, so they all sort of disappeared.
Oh, okay.
But I think what we've got is still fantastic. So, all right. So that is the Molly bag.
Okay.
And all your choices. So we're gonna start making one. I didn't grab a specific kit, so we have to decide which one we want to make. What do you think? Do we want to go with the navy or the purple?
They're both really nice.
Ask the audience.
I know. What do you guys think? Should we go with? Let's see. What should we go with?
Purple or navy?
Purple. There's that, or the navy.
That's tough.
That is
Isn't
really
that
tough because they're both really nice. Let's see if somebody.
Nobody's chiming in.
Navy.
Navy. Melba says navy. Thank you, Melba.
Oh, navy.
I'm actually the navy. I sort of think the geometric might be really cool on the bag and such a different look. Ooh, We got a purple, another navy, purple. Oh my gosh, you guys are so funny. Oh, I need someone to tie it up. Who's going to say navy?
Yeah.
Oh.
So navy, purple, navy, purple, purple.
Very close. Oh,
Purple.
another purple. Uh-oh.
I think the purple is really good.
I know.
They're both really nice.
Uh-oh. A lot of purple. Oh, purple is definitely. Oh, another navy.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
It's close.
It is close.
We might have to get a photo finish here.
I know. So I'm gonna. Well, you guys are voting. Navy.
Oh wow!
All right. I think I'm gonna go navy, and here's why, guys. I know I asked you, and I love that it's basically a tie.
Yeah, it is.
Because that's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really curious. What do you guys think of this for the outside?
That would be nice. Mm-hmm.
I think that could be kind of cool. But look how beautiful this is.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
But to be different, maybe that would be. Yeah.
Sally.
Mm-hmm. Can I vote twice for purple? Okay.
Oh boy, I'm so torn. See now.
I think you have to make both.
Well, I don't think we can do that. Gail, are you saying yes to this one? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Geometric outside. Okay, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do this for the outside.
Because that is really...
it's just different.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's either going to turn out really, really cool or
and then what color straps would you use? It comes with the navy straps or?
It comes with the navy, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Although, now that I'm looking at it, I wonder if the black would be a better match for it. What do you guys think? Do you think we should?
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess that depends of which one you want on the outside, but there is black in here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think I don't know. Navy's so nice. Purplino.
That's awesome. All right. Well, let's get cutting on this one.
Or teal. Somebody said teal.
Oh, yeah. The teal could go with it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We do have more teal faux leather coming in. So we'll be able to do that. Oh, that reminds me, guys. Oh, my gosh. I'm so excited about this news. So I came in today, and I'm walking through the showroom, and I see this fabric. And I'm like, what? Mm-hmm. Where did this come from? And someone was getting ready to cut it up for a different kit. Remember Stuart?
Yes. Yeah, I like Stuart also.
And, and I'm like, where did the fabric? Because I was just told that it was on back order and we wouldn't get it until October. So
geez, it's only September.
What?
Mm-hmm.
It's only September.
Sometimes that happens.
If we have two bolts.
You have two bolts.
I'm so excited. So if you guys were waiting for this, the kits will be getting cut this week. And so now that I know we have it, I also have some of the teal. I have enough of the teal faux leather to make the kits. So you can see the teal on here and on the ends. So these are going to get put together. And then also because we were able to get 2 bolts of it, it is available again to you as kits. So it's another one where we have the pattern. We have we have the pattern. We have a hardware kit, and then we have the whole fabric kit. So the lining on this is pretty. I used a cream with little gold dots to go along with the gold, and it comes with all the zippers, everything you need. So excuse me. Anyway, I was just so excited. Oh, Christine says black. That must be for this one. But anyway, so if you guys are interested in Stuart, I know the print fabric is amazing, isn't it? So next week, if we have more left, I may show just the fabric, but I want to make sure that we get those kits taken care of because I know some of you have waited a very long time. And yes, Jean, I have already hid one, and the other is tucked away in what I think is a safe spot, but I may hide it even better.
Yeah, so. You better hide it.
Yeah.
You never know.
It's funny because I'm known for that. I have like a little secret spot that I hide fabric. And everybody's like, wait, where is it? Did Tiffany put it back in the closet? I'm like, shh, don't tell.
Yeah,
so, my little secret. All right. The geometric print, I think these are all Hoffman batiks. So it's a batik as well. So, all right, I'm going to put this back in here. But like I said, I was just so excited that when I thought of it, I wanted to share that news with you. really quickly. All right, so we're going to get started. And so again, this is a Sally tomato bag. It is called Molly. And so let's see. And today I'm not going to sew. We're just going to do kind of some of our prep work and our cutting of the fabrics. I want to tell you on here, you do need 3/4 of a yard for your exterior fabric, 2/3 for your lining. Because I wanted you to be able to pick either way so that you could decide, like I love both of these fabrics. And I decided this is the one I'm going to go outside and that'll be my lining. But I included 3/4 of a yard of each batik so that you can pick whatever you want. And then you'll get, like I said, a 1/2 yard of the faux leather to go with it for your handles and your accent strip on the side. The other thing it needs is fusible woven interfacing, so SF101. We have that, of course, available to you. It's right there if you want to grab it.
So that's it.
I know we typically do the sale thing at the end, but I'm just sort of, as I'm
going
through, I figure I'll just
so this one
show
is
you guys.
60 inches by a yard.
Which is wonderful. So for that one, with it, because it's so wide, you won't need as much as this says. This says 1 3/4 yards of the 20 inch. So if you have the 20 inch, that's what you'll need. But otherwise, this 1 yard of 60 inch is perfect. You will need some sort of like Bosal sewing form. It could be by Annie. And so this says 3/8 yard, 58 wide, or 1 1/4 yard, 20 inch wide. So that's not for this one. That would be the bigger one. So that would be the 36 by 58 I have for you. And I know, it said 3/8 of a yard of 58 wide. So I was wrong. This one is big enough.
Okay. But you might as well get the big one.
Right. You can make 2 with this one, or you can make
can
just
always
one.
use, if you're a purse maker, or, you better get the big one.
If you're like me, my mother-in-law comes to visit and she just goes in my sewing room and starts grabbing handbags. And it's like, this is for my friend, this person. She just starts basically labeling them for her friends. And
really?
It's kind of funny.
So she takes them home with her?
Oh, yeah. She came to visit us. And she was going to Ohio to meet her girlfriends. And so she
wanted a bag for every
girlfriend.
I
need 3 bags. What can I get? And she asked for it. It's not like she goes in and just starts grabbing. I kind of exaggerated a bit. But she'll go in and be like, well, I like this one. And then last time, though, she was like, she really likes this color, though. So I'm going to show you a kit a little bit later that I had made a bag for her during this trip. And it's based off of the fur tote bag with a little bit of adjustments that are really simple. But I think you guys will love it. I just saw a picture of it and I was like, oh my gosh, how have I never told you guys about it?
She must go and she must be really proud to say that her daughter-in-law made them.
I think so. It's sweet. It's sweet. So I really don't mind. And I make a few bags. So there's, might be 1 or 2 extra in my sewing room. All right. So anyway, we've got the Bosal and then a heavy stabilizer. I forgot to bring that over with me, but that the thicker it might be in that closet because I can't remember what it's called, but it's like the thicker kind that you put in. That's for the bottom of the bag to give it a little more stability. And then of course the hardware, and then a 10-inch single slide zipper. So anyway, that's everything the bag needs. If you're like, hey, I'm going to order the kit, but I also want to have everything else ready. So I'm going to move that back over here.
Okay.
And then get our little guy over here just so he's out of the way. All right. So the exterior, we are going to do this one. I'm so excited. This is going to be such a fun one.
So you're going to do this. I think it's a good idea to do this one on the outside.
I think so too. It'll be a little different for us. I feel like we do a lot of florals, and
maybe somebody does.
I like florals. Don't get me wrong,
right, but you can't have everyone floral.
Right. We're going into fall, winter. All right. So let me get our measurements. So we are. Let's see, 16 and a half by decided what I want to do. Let me turn it. All right. And I'm not going to worry about my raw edges because it's batik, and look how nice it is. There's no like little dots or white or anything. It's just dyed all the way to the edge. So that's wonderful. And just line this up down here on that side. Okay, so we are going to go, and I'm trying to decide how I want to do this, so I should probably reread it.
You want me to read it, and I'll read it off to you?
I have to think of where I want to place everything is why. Let's see. If I go at 13 and a half, I think that gives me extra. All right. So we're going to do one spot at 13 and a half. All right, excuse me. Using the 10 as my, or excuse me, the 20 is my 0. 33 and a half. All right. And then 16 and a half for the next side. There we go. These are not quite lined up, so I'm just going to move that over just a little bit. All right. So no one can say anything about this, but this weekend I started, and I never start this early, so I don't know what possessed me.
You started your Christmas shopping.
I started making something. Well, I guess I can for the Christmas boxes, and that my side of the canning is done. I have to do my baking yet, but a little too early for the baking side. But my husband, don't tell him, and he generally never watches. So if he's watching, he better turn this off right now.
Okay.
So I started making him, he wants a puff quilt made out of the flannels.
Okay.
And so I started making the puff quilt. So I have to make 300 puffs. So I actually got 150 done this weekend. So I got a lot done, but I didn't leave my sewing machine for much of anything. And so, but yeah, so I was so proud of it. Anyone else out there like getting started on theirs? I know we've got that, the Christmas, what is that? This Love is to Stitch. Holiday in a Hurry?
Yes. Well, those kits went out on Saturday. Ryan came and he collected them all up and he took them to the post office. So they went out on Saturday, and then about several more went out today.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah. So everybody's
so
should be
they're
taken
moving
care
along.
of. Yes. And the kits are really nice.
They look really nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I have 10 inches this way. I'm trying to see how I can best utilize this. So I think we can do a 4.5 and a 5 1/4 going this way. All right, so. Well, that would be silly though, because that would be the lining. We're not doing the lining. Ignore me, guys.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that's right, because that's.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I could do 13 and a half by 5 2 times. Perfect.
Okay.
Because it is 13 and a half. Okay. All right.
Does anybody have any suggestions on where to stay when you go to Gettysburg?
Oh.
My husband wants to plan a little getaway to Gettysburg, and we don't know where to stay.
That's a good ask. I wonder.
Yeah. So if anybody's ever been there and they like where they stay, let me know what it is.
That's a really good question.
I know, that's a good question. Yeah.
My husband would love that too. So.
All
right. So I'm probably not going to do all the cutting, but this at least is letting you know. Oh, I started a while ago making. Oh, Judith, what are you making? I would love to hear some of the ideas you guys have, because I'm always like.
I'm sorry, making. Oh yeah, what is everybody making for Christmas?
Let's see. 5. We got those two. 8.5.
I want to make those little lace ornaments.
Oh yeah, the freestanding lace.
And like give them to my daughters, maybe to give to people at work or something
Oh,
like
that's
that.
nice.
Yeah.
All right. 8.5.
It says, please explain what purse of the month includes.
Yeah, so that was
So that was a Sally Tomato program, and they did a purse of the month. And so we happened to get the kits that they overmade, so to speak.
Mhm.
And so so it's not our purse of the month.
Oh, okay.
It's
So
theirs.
oh,
It's
okay. I
theirs.
remember
We had
some
done,
of them came in and they were at really good prices, right?
yes.
Yeah,
So we were
okay.
able to put together kits for you guys and have a really good value. So we were really excited about them. And the Molly bag was one of those, and that's why. But we can't get that any longer. So now we have to sell it at regular prices. But they're still great bags and really cute. We still try and have a value for you. It's just not quite what we had gotten for that. All right, 2 at 8.5. Sorry, cutting is not the most exciting thing to have you guys watching me do. So we'll get a little bit of this done, and then we'll. All right, there's the 8.5. So I need an 8.5, 2 8.5 by 5 inch.
So there's a motel next to the haunted restaurant. It's the haunted restaurant, the Dobin, I think it's called.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
a haunted restaurant.
Yeah, there's a lot of like haunted ghost tours and stuff in Gettysburg because all these people died, and
yeah.
it's supposed to be the most haunted place in the in the world or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's like really crazy.
Mm-hmm. But we were looking at one hotel, and it's I forget the inn on Cemetery Hill.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a friend who just went, and he chose to stay off the beaten paths a little bit.
Oh.
So I guess there's options for you there. You can stay really close,
Yeah.
or there's also options that are not too far.
Has anybody had any?
Oh,
took
they
a Girl Scout troop
there. Yeah.
next to the haunted restaurant. I can't remember the name. Oh, but you have
Yeah.
it right there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the exterior is cut. The exterior, like I said, I'm not going to apply Shape Flex to it. I did with this one. You certainly can, but because of using the petites, I feel like it kind of has a little more thickness to it. So I'm not going to do that for this one. There is a little bit extra, and so I'll open it all the way so you can see really how much there is. It's kind of an oddball piece, but it is nice that you have some extra.
Mm-hmm.
And like I had made just a cute little bag with the extras for this one. So you'll have enough if you cut carefully. That's part of why it took me a minute to think through how I was cutting. When you were asking if I needed help reading, I'm like, no, I have to actually think. And so I do recommend using a chalk marker and marking out your pattern pieces before cutting. I didn't do it this time, obviously. But it's a really great way to make sure you're using your fabric in the best possible way. And if you don't like where things lay out, you can just wipe it off. And so I know we had a blue one here.
Yeah.
So we have a
I
blue,
love those. Yeah, you don't have to worry about it. Like marring your fabric or, bleaching it out or anything like that.
Yeah, and you'll see at 3 o'clock, they always say, like, test your fabric to make sure that the heat erase works. Well, their project, they didn't test it, which none of us do. You know what I mean? I don't test it. I just assume, mark away, I'm fine.
Yeah, we
Unless
work
I'm
really...
using, like, cream color. Then, sometimes I'll check it. But it didn't come off, and it was on it like an orangey yellow fabric. So I think they're going to show you guys that anyway, and as a reminder to always test. Tic-tac-toes, crossbody bags, tooth fairy pillows. Oh, cute. Fun ideas. I love it. Thank you. All right. So now for the lining. And then, so we'll take care of this. And then over the next week, what I'll do is I will go through, I'll cut the interfacing. I'll cut our Shape Flex because I don't think we need to do everything. In fact, I might skip this. What do you think? Should we just skip the cutting? Do you guys want to watch me cut, or should I skip the cutting and we'll do the other kits and show you what else is going on?
I think probably,
What do you think?
I would think that they could skip it, but if you'd
All
like to see it.
So this is gonna be our lining. And in the lining, you'll be cutting a front and back, just like we did here. Although I feel like I didn't say anything while I cut. So here's what we have.
Yeah, what do you have there?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just cutting and chatting. All right, so this is the front and the back. So we have 2 of that size.
Okay.
And then I have these 2. And this piece is, what is this? This is the side panels. So that goes on the side. So see how deep that is?
Yeah.
That's a really wide side. That's really nice. All right. And then this one, I have 2 of these. And again, I have 2 sides. And I have 2 of these ones. And I can't say the sizes because it's not my pattern. This is Sally Tomato. So I'm trying to behave. I know I sometimes make mistakes and say it anyway. The front and back top facing. So that's going to be,
inside.
when you look in here, you get to see a little bit of the exterior fabric. And it goes down, I don't know, about 4 inches, 5 inches.
They're saying skip cutting.
Thank
But that's
you,
a good
Susan.
thing to explain what the pieces are.
So what the pieces are. So that's that cut. And then the smaller one, I'm guessing is the pocket. Let's double check. What's this little piece? Top side. Oh, that's for the side over here. So that it goes all the way
So do you have
around.
2 of those? Or?
Yeah, so I have 2 of those.
Okay.
There we go. So that goes up there. That goes up there, except it goes on the inside. All right. So we are going to skip cutting the lining. But for the lining, we'll be cutting a front and a back, the side panels. So front, back, side panels, just like this. The lower zipper lining, so the bottom of the lining of the zipper pocket. And then upper zipper lining, and then the slip pocket. So it's really nice. It has a couple pockets in there. And so I'll get all the cutting finished this week, and then we'll come back and we'll start putting some things together. So grab all that. All right, so that's my homework. So if you're doing it too, if you want to get your cutting done this week, you'll be all caught up with me. All right, so I'm very excited about this.
Yeah.
I'm glad we all agreed on the geometric.
Yeah.
As I sort of twisted arms.
Yeah, I'm
I think
excited
this
to
way.
see it. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be fun. A little different from what we normally do. So I wanted to go over something with you guys real quick. I have been promising this forever and ever and ever and
Okay.
ever. And so this is the circle bag. And it's, oops, there we go. Now we've got the circle bag. So this is the Tiffini bag from the Bag Lady Club. And I have been saying, oh, the pattern's been revised. It got misplaced here at the shop, and then I was gone. And so I apologize. The pattern just didn't happen. I mean, it happened, but it didn't get sent to you or emailed. So this bag. Now, you will each be getting a little package that looks just like this one. Joellen, I don't know if you're watching, but you have the very first one that I finished putting together. Inside of these little packets, and this isn't a Gloria purchase. This is from me, my little gift to you for being very, very patient. But not that she wouldn't have, because she's very generous. It's just, I didn't feel like she should have to when I'm the one that was making the mistakes and not getting this done. So you get the new pattern. It is all cleaned up. I feel like I probably could still make some revisions, but I figured
Oh, look at all your good pictures and
so
stuff.
we've got lots and lots of pictures because there's some tricky spots. And then also the templates are in here. They're all cleaned. I tried to clean them up a bit. The original ones were a little rough. So, so you're going to get that. You are also going to get a little pack of charms. They're so cute. So it's all these little hearts. And they're all, oh, maybe I need to set it. I don't know if you can get it because of the glare.
Yeah, they're little,
hold on.
nice little charms.
So they're all hearts, and they're in 5 different metal styles. And so you will get, I'm just going to pour them all out. There we go. Oh, maybe not. I really rolled them up.
Wow, that's nice.
I know. So look how fun this is. So there's, you get a shiny gold, you get a shiny black, a silver or nickel, you get antique, you get a matte black, and they're just like little zipper charms. So they have the little hooks on them. And then it's hard to read these. Let me turn them upside down or upside up. but they say handmade and have a little flower in them. So I thought they were really sweet if you wanted to put that in something. But again, it's just my way of saying thank you for your patience. I really, really appreciate it. I have everything is printed and ready to go. I am dropping them off at the post office this afternoon. So we're going to work on this Molly bag and get that finished. The next bag we'll be doing is the circle bag. I do not have kits available today for anyone. I figured I had enough going on for us with Molly and the fact that we had Stuart back. So anyway, but we will be getting started on that bag. So Again, I appreciate your patience. Starting a project like this before summer was maybe not my best idea. So, but anyway, that's that. We'll get you guys all taken care of. I'm going to just stick all of this back in here so I don't lose it. But the other thing that's in here, so there's one more thing because, you know, that's just what I'm doing. And the other thing in here is one of my patterns. Some of you may already have it, so it could be a duplicate for you, but I tried to pick something that I thought was a little more unique, and it's one of my patterns that I'm going to include for you guys this time for Bag Lady Club ladies, and it's the Kinjaku bag, and that's that Japanese bag. It's the pattern that I bought. It was in Japanese, and I converted it to English or translated it, and so
that must have been hard.
Thank goodness for Google Translate, because I do not speak a word of Japanese. I mean, I can say arigato gozaimasu.
That must have been hard, though, because they don't speak the same.
Yes, some of it was a little weird. It was definitely not like, oh, Google Translate, let me just type exactly what it says. It was like, okay, there's the words, let's figure out what order it really means. So this bag.
That's a really cute bag.
Isn't it fun? It has two different handles, so you can carry it like this, or you can put it on your shoulder. The pattern uses an accent on the back of the straps, so really fun. You've got the main body color there. It is a drawstring bag, and so really fun, cute bag. So anyway, the pattern is coming to you. If anyone else who's interested in this bag, I did want to just bring it up. This pattern, or excuse me, the pattern and this actual kit we do have available. I don't have a lot of this. This is called Sakura. We don't have a lot of that fabric, but we do have some. So if you're interested in that, I think PJ has it up in the window. The kit comes with all the fabric you need. It comes with the pattern and the heavyweight interfacing that you need for it. So there's that one, and I have one more kit because this bag was it was just so pretty. And we had this fabric, which I thought was really nice and kind of had that Japanese flair. And so
it's got that gold metallic.
Yeah, I didn't pick a linen for this one. We didn't have a lot of choices that I saw on the sales floor. Maybe I should have looked harder. I could have looked upstairs, but I just really liked this.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
And again, it was one of those where I thought either one could be the exterior of the fabric. This is what I chose for the handles, your accent. And so, and again, it comes with the pattern and the heavyweight interfacing. So, all right. I think, one more thing, guys. I'm telling you, this was like a day of so many different things.
Okay.
All right. So the other thing is, remember how I was telling stories about my mother-in-law? And I said she had me make a bag for her. Oh, here, I'll put that over there. And so I found a picture of it, and it's based on the pattern for the fur tote bag. So we've got our fur tote bag. Here's the one we just created with the cheetah. Super cute, so fun. And this is a variation. It doesn't really look like it at first until you kind of give it an eyeball. So it's the same exact tote except the handles. So I took those handles, and instead of creating the handles with those 4-inch straps or 4-inch pieces of faux leather, I created a pocket on the side instead.
Well, that's really cool.
And so it's one full piece of the leather on the side and then a partial piece.
And you trimmed it with the fabric.
Exactly. So I just trimmed it with a little bit of the fabric. Actually, I think I used that as the lining for it. So I think it goes the whole way. But so I just that's what I did. And then I used this fabric to make the handles.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's a good idea.
yeah, and wait until you see the kit we came up with. It's so pretty. It's using a cafe. It uses this bright blue faux leather. And so...
yeah, I love this one.
But you'll get... I'm just going to send the fur tote bag pattern. I'm not going to change it, but it definitely, you can see... In fact, we'll include the picture of the of my mother-in-law's bag. But so isn't that beautiful?
Yes, it's beautiful.
Love this fabric.
I like this.
Joni and I both were like, we could use that, Meg.
Definitely.
So it's definitely vibrant, very fun.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, you know, there's so many bags, aren't there, Caroline? I love this bag too. So thank you. And the fabric, Sally, thanks. Yeah, so anyway, I think the fur tote bags, if we just finished that, so if you're interested in those kits, I just got all the Bozal in this last week, so those will be going out in the next couple of days as well. I had everything put together for them except the Bozal, so I'll be finishing off those kits today and tomorrow. And then if anyone's interested in more, I did get extra, so we can definitely get those filled for you quickly. And so, especially if you want to do them for Christmas or anything like that. Do you guys want to see any of the variations? Should we show? I only brought 3 this time.
Yeah,
I brought the 3 most popular. So we've got the cheetah one, of course, which is the new this year. We've got the galaxy, which is the one we built.
Yeah.
It's kind of silly, but the one we made. And then we also have pony.
The ponies, I like the pony a lot.
The pony is definitely a fan favorite. So, in fact, I thought the cheetah might leap up there and be as
well, you know, it is so popular this year. Yeah. Everything is cheetah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it definitely is a hit, but I thought you guys would go crazy over it. So, kind of fun. All right. But again, those are in the bubble. So if you want the fur tote, you can. If you want, again, this kind of, it goes along with the fur tote. So if you watch that show, you saw how simple the tote is to go together. And so, which is part of why I love it. All right. I think I truly am done. So next week, we're going to work on that Molly bag. In the mail will be for Bag Lady Clubs. Kits, if you had ordered kits for Molly or Stuart or the fur totes, they will all be going out very, very soon. We do have the supplies for those now. I think that's it for my business side.
Okay.
I think I'm good, everyone.
All right.
So 3 o'clock, you're going to have Deb, Joni, and Kathleen. And so I'm not sure what you guys are doing.
I'm going to demonstrate how to put pre-cut binding, bias binding on one of those little placemats.
Oh my gosh, you should see the sample. Joni is amazing. So I may be standing in the doorway watching for this one. And so, all right, everyone. Well, thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. And we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.